My name is Stevie and I like to record songs. I had an idea for some power metal lyrics, so I'm going to have a try at writing a power metal song. Let's see how that goes. Should be a lot of fun. Let's go. Let's start by trying to get a description of what power metal actually is. On Wikipedia here they say it's a subgenre of heavy metal, combining the characteristics of traditional heavy metal with speed metal. So we're looking at something that's going to be fast, often with symphonic context. Generally, power metal is characterized by faster, lighter, and more uplifting sound. Okay? In contrast with the heaviness and dissonance that's prevalent, for example, in extreme metal. Power metal bands usually have anthem-like songs, which are fantasy-based, strong choruses, creating a theatrical, dramatic, and emotionally powerful sound. So this all still goes along with the lyrical idea that I have that I'll tell you about. Now, some of the bands associated with the origins of power metal are bands like Ronnie James Dio, Manowar, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden. These are some of the classic bands that set out the archetype of what power metal is. Of course, nowadays it's maybe more closely associated with bands like Stratovarius or Gamma Ray. When I used to play for my metal band Sandstone, we did a wee bit of touring around Europe and stuff. One of our songs that was a fan favourite was a power metal song called Son of Carthage. The link will be in the description if you want to hear it. I think one of the reasons why people liked it so much was because it had a lot of double lead and there was a lot of very intricate playing harmonies and thirds and stuff like that. It was very fast paced and it had a lot of tempo changes on it. I think that kind of music goes down very well live. And I want to try and capture some of the essence of that Sandstone song, Son of Carthage. So I suppose in a way I'm kind of doing a pastiche on myself. But why not? Quite often in the evenings, I'll sit with my wife and we'll watch TV, and sometimes I'll have a guitar on my knee, a nice and quiet electric guitar, and I'll whittle away on the electric guitar, practicing sweep picking or practicing alternate picking or something like that. My wife has become almost immune to the sound of it at this stage. But sometimes when I'm doing this, ideas for songs will come into my head. I had the idea for this song because in power metal, quite often the lyrics, the Ronnie James Dio-esque lyrics, are about dragons and battles and warriors. And I suppose sometimes we can find these lyrical ideas a little bit cringy, a little bit cheesy. So I had the idea that maybe we could write the song about a guy playing an Xbox or a PlayStation, where we can talk about fighting dragons and we can talk about warriors and zombies and so on. But it gives us a context that maybe is not as cheesy, in my opinion anyway. So as soon as the idea came to me, I started writing lyrics straight away, and I had the lyrics written very, very quickly. And we can see here that we've got stuff like man-machine assimilation, hand-to-eye coordination, I am carnage and fury, I am bloodshed and war, not a game, this is everything, adrenaline I live for. So we get to use all these tropes of power metal, but in a context that seems a bit less far-fetched. Lost inside a fantasy, feeding on the energy, a username in cyberspace, tuned reactions guiding me. I'm assassins and soldiers, superheroes and thieves. I've fought dragons and Walking Dead, every level achieved. That's the lyrics, and I think the lyrics are completely finished. And they've got a basic idea for the structure of the song. There'll be a lot of double lead guitar, instrumental breaks throughout the song, and I'll try and put a few different tempo changes in the song as well, but overall we'll be going for a sort of fast tempo. So I've set up my usual template that I start with. It's drums, bass guitar, and 2 rhythm guitars. And in case you're wondering, it's quite common for me to write lyrics first. So very often when I get to this stage, I already have all the lyrics for the song written, and I have a basic idea in my imagination about how the song's going to go. The first thing we're going to need to do is work out the tempo and iron out some of the details. The main idea for the song is going to be in C minor. I'm a drop C, so that's the lowest key I can play in. So I have basic ideas like I'm a first-person shooter, I'm the law of the land, hacker, slasher, and slayer, I'm the last man to stand. Right. I'm the last man to stand. I think I should do a wee fill there. I'm the last man to stand. And so on. So that's the verses and the chorus. Lost inside a fantasy. and so on. They're the two main ideas. So what kind of tempo are we talking about here? Let's try 150. We could push the envelope a wee bit more. Let's try 170. Right, that's slightly uncomfortably fast, so let's split the difference. Okay, so we'll go for 160. Let's get a drum beat programmed. Now, normally when we do doubles like that, it's usually a good idea to make the second kick a bit lighter than the first one. That's a bit better. Okay, let's make another one that doesn't have the cymbal crash at the start. We'll loop that one. Right, let's start assembling the song. I did my usual thing of recording a single vocal and then recording the same vocal again another 2 times and panning them left and right and having them 6 dB quieter than the original vocal. This vocal stack gives me the kind of fatness that I need for my voice, and it kind of polishes up the vocals a wee bit. So I think we're on a roll with this first verse, so let's copy it all and do the second verse again while we're at it, since I already have the lyrics written. We go over here and we'll do the vocals for the second verse here now. Okay, that was pretty quick and painless. So we've got 2 verses recorded now. Let's have a quick listen. Of course, we'll absolutely have to add more detail to the drums before we go much further. Right, so my plan next is to go into a bridge section and a pre-chorus. So let's move these out of the way a minute so that we have more room. I'm thinking the first section of the bridge could be really fast, double kicks with sort of stabby guitars. And then the second part could be really slow, half-time feel before we go back into the main rhythm again for the chorus. So as far as the drums are concerned, let's make another drum beat. And this time, double kicks. Yeah, that'll probably do for now. So to get the sound I wanted from the backing vocals in that section, I ended up needing to use 6 tracks for the backing vocals. Let's have a listen soloed to what we have so far.
Body and mind, exhilaration, coordination, machine, assimilation, this is not a game.
And a wee harmony at the end there. Let's hear how it flows from the verse into that bridge. And now I really feel like it should go half time now before it goes into the chorus. So let's see if we can come up with a half time part. Right, so I've made a half time beat. And I was thinking something like this. And we go major at that point. This is a characteristic of power metal where they quite often go major. Yeah, maybe I could do a stop there. 2, 3, 4, and then into the chorus. Okay, let's make the drums do that as well. Let's see what that's like now. Let's record that.
This is not a game. Immerse in the storyline, determined to reach the end. It's time to reload and enter the maze.
I couldn't really hear any backing vocal ideas for this part at the minute, or harmonies and stuff, but I'm sure I'll come up with something.
Assimilation, this is not a game. Immerse in the storyline, determined to reach the end. It's time to reload and enter the maze.
Maybe we could fatten it up with some lead guitar and keyboards, because it sounds a bit thin.
Assimilation, this is not a game. Immerse in the storyline, determined to reach the end.
Let's try a lead guitar thing on it.
This is not a game. Immerse in the storyline, determined to reach the end. It's time to reload and enter the maze.
Of course, it wouldn't be power metal without some orchestration and strings, so I've loaded on 2 of my favourite string patches, East West Colossus String Ensemble 2 and Project Sam short strings. So let's add some strings to the section. I think with this one I just want to step record in some short strings. Yep, that'll do. Cool. What do we do with this one?
This is not a game. Immerse in the storyline, determined to reach the end. It's time to reload and enter the maze.
Okay, let's hear that in context now.
Immerse in the storyline, determined to reach the end.
Cool. And then the chorus. Now, this section, I've got different lyrics for it the second time round, so I think I'll copy it all across and record the lyrics for that section now.
This is not a game. Approaching the final stage, completing each challenge. With patience and skill, I scramble to be.
Right, let's just double check that section.
Approaching the final stage, completing each challenge. With patience and skill, I scramble to be.
Okay, cool. So, for the main section of the song, the only thing left here now is to do the chorus. I think we've done enough for today. In next week's episode, we'll have a look at trying to do the chorus and the intro of the song. So there'll be plenty of double lead parts coming up in the next section. Yeah. I've just remembered that I haven't turned on my mastering plugin, so let's do that. I just have a preset called Mastering Start. Okay, that's cool. Let's have a listen to what we've recorded today so far. And the second verse. Okay, cool. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that wee deep dive today into power metal. In next week's episode, we'll do the chorus and we'll work on the intro. We need a really epic intro because this is epic power metal. If you're finding these videos useful or interesting, please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm because I'm trying to grow this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it useful, interesting, hope you learned something, and I hope it inspired you to do some songwriting and some recording yourself. If you have any comments or questions, please let me know. You guys rock!